Alright folks, it's our first video for Drinks with MakerDAO Delegates. We are here at the Agora Convention Center. I believe that's what it's called, in Bogota, Colombia. And look who I found. None other than facilitator extraordinaire Payton Rose. I got my man right here, Hernando, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And believe it or not, I discover the existence.
Hello from GovAlpha.
All from GovAlpha. What's going on, guys? What do you think about this whole event?
Super excited to be here. It's nice, so good, so awesome.
Yeah, we are really excited for being here and waiting for the conferences and all the good things to come here.
A lot of governance panels, or what?
Yeah, we got a workshop with Dennis from Dux a little later today.
Wow.
We're going to be breaking down some problems. I'm facilitating discussion. How do we reallocate the workforce to be more efficient? So it should be pretty timely for what Maker's talking about.
And is that just a MakerDAO governance panel? Or
no, this is for everybody. So we're going to be using our experience as a base case and trying to apply it more broadly to DAOs.
Oh, that sounds super interesting. Now, as a proponent of the end game, will you be hitting up on the end game and a couple of the points that are being brought to the DAO through the end game? And you know, because I've been hearing a lot of like DAOs looking to do sub DAOs, so it kind of reminded me of the end game proposal, sort of.
Sure.
But what are your thoughts there?
Yeah, so we're watching the vote closely, right? We got 2 weeks to see kind of what the DAO thinks, and GovAlpha as a neutral party will be kind of swinging with the punches wherever it goes. But I do think there's, you know, you got to acknowledge that there's a lot of elements of the end game that a lot of other DAOs are doing. So a lot of other people are experimenting in these realms, and I think that's exciting, and we have a lot we can learn from and study and research, and we got our work cut out for us. We're ready either way.
But I could imagine that you also don't want to confuse the participants, right? Because the end game could be a little tricky, so you might stay away from that a little bit.
Maybe you guys can talk about that.
Yeah, but there are a few concepts over there that you can find it in pretty much
theory.
Yeah, in other systems, so people could relate with some of the ideas. That, of course, the end game is quite different. They are altogether much more complex, but I think there are pretty interesting things over there, and probably some of them will show up today in the workshop, for sure.
Very cool. What about you, Adnan? What are you working on? What are you looking forward to over here?
I'm looking forward to meeting people, connecting, and learning a lot for all these panels.
Very awesome, man. And we got a huge presence of Latinos here, so I'm excited to practice my Spanish. What about you, Payton? You going to be speaking Spanish? ¿Hablas español or no?
Por supuesto, eh?
He speaks Spanish better than us.
There we go. All right, guys, you heard it here first. GovAlpha is trilingual. All right, folks, we are at the Ethereum jungle, I think it's called. Yeah, it is. Look at that.
It's a pretty cool place.
And I found from the Growth Core unit a couple of badass dudes, Mamoon and my boy Toval, straight out of Venezuela. And my man right here, Mamoon, came from the UK on a red eye. He just got here last night. No, just kidding. Well, how are you guys doing? How do you find this city, Bogota?
It's amazing. It's very different to anywhere I've been. It's the first time in Latin America, so it's pretty cool. I mean, yet to kind of venture out and see the city a little bit. So far, it's just been from hotel, walking around a little bit in the evening with these guys. The venue, we were here yesterday for Latam, so yeah, it's pretty cool.
Did you attend Shelling Point?
No, couldn't make it. Far too tired.
Okay, you have a good excuse. What about you, Toval?
I have been here like a couple
times.
of times. Yeah, like this year, like 4 times, and I like this city because it reminds me home. That is very similar to what Caracas looks like. But here we have also some similar cultural things. The food is pretty similar. We have arepas right here. That's my favorite food. And yeah, enjoying this world. But this is my first time at one Devcon, so I'm enjoying it and very exciting.
Man, likewise.
And
what about you? Have you tried arepas?
I have.
Yeah.
Tobal's been giving me a lot of education about our person, the fight between the
different types of arepa.
Exactly.
I'm telling him
they're claiming ownership of it.
Yeah, exactly. Arepas are coming from Venezuela.
I think you're right. I think arepas
Colombia's
are from
adopted it because we are neighbors, we are friends, we are brothers. Yes.
I feel like every Colombian I've met though has told me that arepas belongs to Colombia for some reason.
They're lying.
We got to make some
They are lying.
Venezuelan arepa NFTs to claim it.
The first register of the first arepa.
But look, turning into business, I just actually met Mamoon, and I had no idea. This is embarrassing. 3F delegate. I had no idea that he is the CMO of the Growth Core unit. I always thought you were a community member, and I was like, wow, that reminds me of me when I first started in 2018, just hanging out and shit posting, and not that you should post, but but like, so what's going on with Growth? I know you guys have been doing a lot of marketing out here. Can you give us an idea of like an overview of what exactly happened? There's a couple of billboards people have been posting on Twitter and on the Telegram channels that I'm in. What are you guys doing there?
Well, I mean, start with, I've got a fantastic team. These guys are absolutely amazing. Well, I mean, look, I think where we started with is the whole thing is Maker as a brand, as much as we love it, as much as the whole sort of DeFi community and crypto community that loves Maker, we really wanted to give the brand the due respect, I suppose. And we wanted people to know that we are here. We are the big boys of DeFi. And what better way to do it than welcoming people into DevCon. So we decided, let's just welcome our community, the decentralized community. So that's where it was born out of. We want to welcome people, right? That's the idea. And it was born out of the Maker ethos, is that we're welcoming. Like, our community is pretty welcoming. Anyone can join. Anyone can have a voice. I mean, that's how I got started. It was amazing. I got introduced by a friend of mine, Miguel. When he first told me about it, I had zero idea, like literally zero. So yeah, he directed me towards the forum, Discord channel. Started reading about it. It gets under your skin, and that was the whole thing, that Maker is welcoming, so we have to welcome people. So we decided to put up some, our branding, just welcoming the community.
That's awesome. If I had emojis right now, I'd give you the 100s all over the place. So where are some places that you can find some of this advertising?
Only the airport, starting from the airport is the only place where like all the people that's coming to Bogota will pass through, All the people is going to pass through the airport, so we were thinking about targeting everyone that's coming to the event. And then we have one billboard at the El Dorado Avenue. That's the avenue that's coming from the airport to the city, towards the city, and then actually the route that you have from the airport to the venue. So you will have one big billboard with the Maker brand there, and that's it. That's pretty much it. Well,
I think I got some pictures, so I'm gonna post it with this video. So
did you see the billboard already?
Yes.
Yes.
The one at the where on El Dorado?
The one at El Dorado Avenue.
Oh man, is that near Chapinero? Because I'm a
No,
tourist,
no,
man.
it's
I'm
not
only
near
staying in the
Chapinero.
tourist areas.
Nah.
I need to
You
venture
have to
out.
discover new places in the city, like
man.
the truly cultural ones.
Dude, the problem is they put the scare in you in
No, it's
coming to Bogota, and the problem is
not
that when you come
dangerous.
here, it's not dangerous.
No, it's not.
Which is sad because I'm from New York City and I should be tougher than that.
A few days before flying out, there was news of kind of mugging and a bit of stabbing in Bishopsgate in London, which is the sort of financial heart. So, what are you going to say? It is right. People just say stuff, but then you have to see the place for yourself.
And it can happen anywhere. You're right.
Exactly, it can happen anywhere. It
doesn't matter.
If you go somewhere, you keep your eyes peeled, but you go to a place with your open mind, and you meet the people. And most places that I've been to, it's all lovely people, and that was another reason why we wanted to do the billboards on El Dorado Avenue, because people coming into Bogota at the airport, they obviously see the message. But Bogota has been welcoming to all of us, letting us have this amazing event here. We wanted to leave them with something, so that's why we have those billboards. So when we've all left, at least they have something to see of Maker. So yeah,
that's what's up. And Colombia has given us back some arepa, so it's a good deal. It's a good
deal, man.
What are some of the exciting things that we can look forward to from your team when it comes to marketing and advertising, getting the DAI brand out there? Anything that you guys can discuss, or not yet?
Well, I mean, look, everything's out in the open. So after I started, I think the two things that I wanted to focus on, first and foremost, was kind of increasing our social media presence. So we're now looking after the LinkedIn profile as well, because obviously we do a lot of Twitter activity. Deval looks after it. We do a lot of PR work. But yeah, we basically wanted to kind of increase our social media presence within the kind of professional environment. And we are also looking at the website. As part of kind of redesigning the website, we're going through a lot of workshop, content planning. We're currently sort of trying to create a very simple way of describing Maker, I suppose, to agencies or anyone that wants to know. So from that point of view, yeah, we're doing a lot of work for the design of the website. We want to create a seamless and coherent brand design and brand language that is recognizable everywhere. I think that's really important because if people know Maker, they know Maker, but we also want to appeal to people who are coming to the space new. They're coming to the community new. We want them to have that sense of cohesion. So that's something we're working on. That's currently the main focus. It's a lot of work, but it's bloody exciting.
All right, folks, look who I found here. Is none other than Jennifer Sahili.
Close. Senhaji.
Senhaji. All right. We're here in Bogota, Colombia, at the Agora Convention Center. Beautiful place, by the way. I'm pretty sure we'll show it, but we also got the background of this beautiful city, Bogota, Colombia. What do you think of Bogota so far?
It's nice. I haven't seen much of it. I arrived last night, so I got to see my hotel and then the Uber drive over. But so far, it's a really cool looking city. The mountains and the backdrop are awesome. But yeah, I have to explore it. I have a lot of exploring to do.
A lot of exploring,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you're going to run into a lot of Maker folks here.
Yes, I have
Exciting.
already. It's been nice. On every floor so far, I've seen a Maker face. So yeah, so far it's up to a great start.
Awesome. And what are you looking for? Are you doing any panels, any workshops here?
I am not, so I'm going to be, of course, attending the Maker ones. I know Wouter has one on Friday that should be about like the DAO design, so that'll be really cool. I believe Nadia's speaking. But yeah, I'm just going to check out different panels, chat with the Maker fam, and explore Colombia.
Oh, that's awesome. Are
Yeah.
you going anywhere else, or are you staying out here?
Just here, yeah, in and out Friday. Saturday I leave, so just gonna stay in Bogota. But yeah.
And one really important question: are you having drinks? while in Bogota.
Definitely. I have one planned in a few hours.
All right.
Yes.
You heard it here first. Jennifer is going to have herself some very good drinks with MakerDAO people and
right.
delegates.
That's right.
But all right, let's get to business. What exactly is your team up to? I ran into a bunch of Growth Core Unit team members, and anywhere from marketing, because you guys did a lot of the billboards out here, which are pretty cool, by the way. But as far as business development, is there anything going on that you can maybe talk about, maybe not, but...
Yeah, huge shout out to the brand team on Growth for the billboard placements here. They're awesome. Yeah. As far as like growth stuff, recently the real world asset interest in Maker has just exploded. I can't keep track of all the conversations I'm having from going to Masari, Digital Asset Summit, a couple other events in the last month where the topics about like how can we work with Maker. We have borrowers in the traditional world doing XYZ. We want to bring them to Maker. How do we do that? So from what I'm seeing, like that shift has just been like really severe. So there is like a huge opportunity, I think, in front of Maker to kind of tackle, scaling real world assets. Other than that, the growth team is just still, canvassing all of the ecosystem, looking for ways to expand DAI usage, especially in this, kind of down market where there's not as much vault activity. Kind of just hammering on the typical areas that we do best. Use DAI. Where can we add DAI? Where do we get new vault users? And bringing more institutional interest into the protocol.
Speaking of institutions, I recall, ever since I've known you, to have a very good relationship with the big, I guess I could call them crypto centralized exchanges such as Gemini, Coinbase, Kraken, all the big players. How big was your role and Growth Core Unit's role in getting some of the proposals that we're seeing right now, like MIP 81, which is actually up for vote, and also the Gemini, super awesome proposal, by the way. You heard it here first from 3F Delegate, but what was your role in that?
Yeah, so these are all like people we've had relationships for years. They're really important exchanges for us. So we're always talking to them, looking for ways to expand ways that Maker could be involved in them, get DAI, in front of their customers. So that benefits us when they're thinking about ways they could use Maker or provide a service to Maker. They could come to us and like ideate with us. So yeah, I would say it's just like kind of the benefit of having like really good relationships.
Super important.
Yeah, it's really important. And like I said, and I think somebody asked me like, how do you kind of vet these opportunities? It's not really Growth's job to say what are the best opportunities and what are not the greatest opportunities. Yeah. It's for us to kind of be a sounding board to our partners and at least give them an idea of what the community would like to see and help them bring whatever they're trying to do to the community in the best way. But at the end of the day, these are community decisions, how they want to invest, do things with these kind of these opportunities. But I think it's nice to be able to do it in a friendly environment where it's collaborative between those partners and us.
All right, a 500 million DAI question. Did you meet the Winklevoss twins?
I did not, but maybe they'll invite me to one of their parties now if this proposal passes. I don't know. No, I have not met them, but I think they're super cool. They've been around forever. They are very much like all about the decentralized mission, right? Like even though they have a centralized product that helps onboard people and then move them into decentralized pathways. Those guys have been, kind of pushing this whole thing forward since the get-go. So yeah, I have a lot of respect for them.
Yeah, I like to think that a lot of these founders from the big centralized exchanges like the Coinbase dude, Brian Armstrong.
Yeah, he's got a documentary out now. There's like a coin-based documentary. It was just released on Netflix.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I need to check that out.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I just saw it.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. We're advertising for Netflix.
Maybe Prime, but one of the two, Prime or Netflix.
All right.
Yeah.
Got to check that out.
Yeah.
I got to believe that these guys want the best for the ecosystem.
Yep.
And here we are at this convention center, and I gotta believe there's like a good, what, 25,000 people here? Maybe,
Seems like a lot, yeah.
maybe 30,000?
Yeah.
What do you think of the ecosystem right now as it stands? I know there's a lot of stuff that I don't even want to get into, like regulations and stuff like that, but what do you think of the ecosystem now, today, and the future?
Yeah. You know, I think like the bull market is fun, you know, because everybody's making money, but I think it was also, for me personally, it was like a lot of nonsense I knew wasn't gonna last, like, and it kind of like the nonsense started to overshadow why a lot of people like you, me, maker people are involved in this in the first place. It's about decentralization, a different technology, an alternative way for people to interact with, you know, the world and their money. Mm-hmm. And I think it got lost in like the Ponzi's and the get rich quick schemes.
Oh yeah.
And that was like kind of disappointing. So I think the space is kind of like learning that those things don't last.
Yeah.
But there is enough people, like the 25,000, 30,000 people that are here and do care and are doing the things for like the real reasons. So I think the staying power is there. This is not a trend. It's not a fad. You know, and I feel more optimistic than not. Right.
That's awesome. That's
yeah.
good to hear.
Yeah.
But being the fact that we are in a bear market, how difficult is it for you as someone who's, you know, you're a closer in my opinion. You're here to close deals. How hard is it now though? Is it like a tough environment as it is as someone like me who enjoys, you know, YOLOing and yield farming and trading and
yeah.
How hard is it for you? It must be very difficult.
I mean, it's definitely, some things are different, like some of our bigger vault users who are partners of ours have basically like gone away or reduced their size dramatically. So in that way, that you know, our job gets difficult getting those you know, vault users. But yeah, I think overall, like, you know, using DAI, thankfully DAI is so well penetrated across the ecosystem that it's just there and apps added by default somewhat that, you know, our job is now about just like creating like different ways to use and access either our smart contracts or DAI. It's like, I think the foundational goal of getting DAI everywhere and usable has been accomplished. Now it's like what iterations upon that can we help to foster? So the market does make it challenging in some ways, but it's temporary.
Are there deals that you could think of going back in your career with the Growth Core unit that you wish you could have closed? I'm sure there are, but you don't have to name them. But
that I wish I could have closed.
I'm pretty sure there's quite a few.
Yeah, they were. It's funny enough. They all come around, like not on the timing you wanted, but over like a year, you're like, oh, finally this thing. But yeah, I probably
Oh, we don't have to name them.
Yeah. I'll keep it secret. Yeah.
But you know, like I'll be the first one to admit that I remember you worked very, very hard on a lot of the stuff with Gemini. I remember talking to you at a few conferences we ran into, and I really appreciate that now, you know, something, you know, might come out of it, and it's huge, right? Like, this could be a huge deal, so thank you as a community member and as a MKR token delegate. I want to say thank you.
You're welcome.
You've done a superb job as an individual and also as a team member of the Growth Core unit. One important question. Is Rajiv, your partner in crime on the other side of the world, is he here?
Of course. Rajiv is here. He's floating around, as is Jocelyn on the other side.
Oh.
Yeah, we're all partners in crime. The BD, you know, continental force. Yeah, we're all doing the same, just in our respective regions.
Sounds awesome. I hope to hear some great stuff coming out of the continent, which is my continent, the United States, North America.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you could get some deals done out here.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. That's the goal.
We could make DAI the official stablecoin of Colombia.
That's a possibility, right? Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jen, for being on Drinks with MakerDAO Delegates. There are no drinks.
Drink. Next time we'll get our
But
drink
next
later.
time.
Yes.
Awesome. See you soon. All right, folks, I'm here with an anonymous Ethereum superstar. Yes, he's an anon, so I can't show his face, so you gotta see my ugly face. Goes by the name of Facundo. Some of you guys might know him, some of you might not. So that's the secret. What's going on, Facundo? What do you think of Bogota?
Yeah, it's really cool, man. I love it. I'm loving Colombia. I was traveling around the entire city and entire country, actually. I was in Santa Marta, Minca, Cartagena. It was the 90s experience for me. It was so relaxing.
So jealous, man. I only went to, as I told you earlier, Cosmoverse in Medellin, and it was embarrassing because I got there the last day. So.
Yeah, actually, I love Cosmos, so I quería ir. It's okay if I talk in English, like if I go.
We're multi-language.
Yeah, of course, multi-chain, you know. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to go to the Cosmoverse, but I couldn't attend because of money, you know. I am not a trading expert, so yeah.
How difficult is it to be an anonymous? Because I kind of want to ask you that question, because I thought about, like, if I could do it all over again, otra vez, si regresara al 2018, I could be anonymous, right? But I didn't.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. How difficult? I mean, I think you have like some different levels of. I think you have like, sorry? Some different levels of anonymous. So it much you have to choose like whatever you are comfortable with. But for example, I'm like anonymous from just in Twitter, in the social media, you know. But if you know me in person, I mean, some people, all the people I know in Twitter accounts know me. I mean, they know my face. No, I'm doxed.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't mind to dox myself.
Es como money supply, ¿verdad?
Yeah, of course. That's like, exactly.
Yeah, I met him,
similar,
but some people don't know who he is. But he's part of the maker community, so are you. And like, you know, if you know, you know.
Yeah, but actually, Monet Supply is doxed because he shows his face in some videos, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has shown it.
Yeah.
Actually, I have him. We have him on a video, and the on my YouTube video, I have a picture of him in when I first met him in Eve, Paris. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry about that, money. You're not anonymous anymore. So what do you think of the whole ecosystem? What's getting you exciting? Like.
I mean, there's a lot of happening right now in the ecosystem. Yeah. A pesar de, no sé cómo decirlo, a pesar de we are in bear market, you know, that's like a wheel season, you know.
Yeah.
We call that like that. So I'm most excited by the Cosmos ecosystem. Yeah. You know, I'm like huge, como estoy muy metido ahí.
Yeah.
But I didn't read the Atom 2.0.
The white paper,
yet, because I was traveling around, and I didn't attend to the Cosmoverse.
You were enjoying life.
Yeah, I'm like disconnected from CoinGecko and all the stuff. So yeah, Cosmos is really huge, has a huge dev community around, and it's lovely.
He's anonymous. Sorry. We got Lenko over here.
Okay, so yeah, I'm very excited about Cosmos because it has like you have to think Cosmos as como si Uniswap o cada dApp en Ethereum deployara su propia blockchain, you know? Like Uniswap has their own blockchain, Maker has their own blockchain, and they're interacting by entre ellas. By the IBC, that is you can think the IBC, that is the inter-blockchain communication protocol, as a standard bridge for the entire Cosmos ecosystem.
Yeah.
You know?
So what he was saying was that the IBC in Spanish, the interchain, there's so much going on because you can connect all the blockchains together, and then perhaps one day, right, maybe even Maker can even connect somehow, some way.
I don't know if that is possible because of the DAO governance system, how it works, but I would love to see Maker deploying as an own blockchain in Cosmos.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening, never, but I would love to see. another interesting happening in Cosmos ecosystem is the interchain security. So interchain security, if you know Polkadot, it's like a pretty similar system. So in Cosmos, you have the one blockchain, one layer one, that is called the Cosmos Hub. So in Cosmos Hub, you have like it is secured by the Atom stakers. You know, if you have Atom, you can stake, you can run a node, or you can delegate. You know, and secure the Cosmos Hub. So in the future, what it will going to happen, it will be like the Atom stakers will podrán, ¿cómo lo digo? Van a poder, they're going to be, Dios, ¿cómo me cuesta en inglés?
Lo puedes decir en español y yo lo transformo.
Van a poder asegurar otras blockchains, ¿no?
So they're going to be able to secure other blockchains.
Yeah, other blockchains in the Cosmos ecosystem connected by the IBC. So the Atom stakers will be gaining like Atom interest by some, por un lado, by one way, and the other way they are going to be earning the token that de la blockchain que están asegurando.
Yeah, so they're going to earn the token of the blockchain that is securing because now there's utility for the Atom token, which that wasn't happening before.
Exactly.
So that's definitely something going on. How do you feel about Cosmos becoming, announcing, I should say, that USDC is their native stablecoin?
Yeah, that's a smart move. I mean, I think but it's killing DAI, I think, because
no bueno.
Because but I mean, it's for somehow. I mean, some blockchains in Cosmos only have USDC as the stablecoin, you know?
Yeah.
Just USDC.
Yeah.
So that for me is like a huge risk, you know?
Yeah.
But because USDC can be freeze, DAI cannot.
Right.
So, for example, Osmosis has the both of them, no? You have DAI
and USDC.
And USDC.
Yeah.
Both of them are wrapped, like token breaches, no?
Yeah.
From XLR or Gravity Bridge,
Yeah.
that are the main breaches that connect the EVM blockchains,
Yeah.
or mainly Ethereum, with the Cosmos ecosystem, or Osmosis. So, in that case, USDC can be frozen, can be froze, can
Be frozen,
free frozen.
Yeah.
The token bridge
Yeah.
that are blocked in the Ethereum contract, you know, that are blocked. But you cannot freeze DAI, you know.
Exactly.
So that's like a huge advantage of DAI, you know.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Is there any other blockchains you're excited about, or just mostly Cosmos and Ethereum?
Cosmos is not like a blockchain itself, you know.
Oh,
it's
that's
like
true,
I like to think Cosmos as a layer zero, you know.
Layer zero.
Layer
okay.
zero.
Got it.
So in top of layer zero, you have like many layer ones.
Layer ones, right.
Like Osmosis, Crescent, Juno.
Juno,
There's a lot, XLR.
Yeah, shout out to Osmosis, the founder.
Yeah.
What's
That's
his
a rock
name?
star. I don't remember.
Oh man, the founder. Sorry about that, man. If you ever watch this, but you know, he told me one time I met him. It's a true story. I met him, and he told me that he made a bet with somebody from Ethereum.
A bet? What is that?
Un apuesto.
Un apuesto.
That que Maker was going to make their own blockchain on Cosmos because it was just going to get so big, Maker, that it was going to need its own blockchain. So I think that bet is still open, by the way. It's Sonny from Osmosis.
Sonny, I know.
Sonny from Osmosis told me that bet. So shout out to him. Do you think that's ever going to happen? Maker's going to need his own blockchain?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see it as an entire blockchain itself, like deploying a layer one.
Yeah.
But I don't see that happening.
What's up, fam? I got the ambassador program right here. Check this T-shirt out.
Hi, guys.
MakerDAO program embajador. For all of you gringos that don't know, that means ambassador program. But what's going on, bro? How's the ambassador program going?
Hey, guys. How are you? I'll say here.
First, ¿cómo te llamas? Y ¿Qué haces para MakerDAO programa de embajador?
Yeah, my name is Jose. I work at the Ambassador Program, and we're here sharing with the Devcon community, the Bogota community, the theory community, creating the maker world, the DAI, the MakerDAO ecosystem, DAI, different use cases, different social media, different communities. It's been awesome, really, to be honest. And the people, when they see Maker and when they see what we are building and what the DAO is building, they're like shocked, you know, they're like really surprised, and they like trust Maker besides everything that is happening, and you know, everywhere or anywhere it's going to be a problem, you know, anything is going to be perfect, but they like appreciate it and they like trust Maker.
Very cool. And you are originally from Venezuela, correct?
Yeah, I'm from Venezuela.
And what are some of the programs that you guys are doing out there?
Out there in Venezuela? Well,
yeah.
We have to be careful in Venezuela because of, you know, the regulation things and legal stuff.
Yeah.
We try to focus more on the region, LATAM, more than in just like the country, because you know, regulation stuff, legal stuff, things with the government. We have to be careful with that.
Got it.
I heard some delegates are worried about that too.
Yes.
The situation.
Absolutely.
And the situation also with the US. I mean, it's not easy. I've been in Venezuela since I was born, and I still live there. I'm really live there. And yeah, we have to be careful. But the Latin community, like they not only just like Maker or DAI, they need Maker and DAI. They need a different way to do things than governments are doing right now.
Got it. And is there a way that you can describe how DAI helps Venezuelans, maybe you personally, or you know, someone you know that uses DAI to kind of beat not only inflation of the Venezuelan peso, but also like just to live in Venezuela? So, ¿cómo ayuda DAI para la gente?
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Venezuela, the unstable coins, I think that since the beginning, the most common stable, the most used stable coin is Tether, and maybe some exchanges like Binance. But I mean, at least for me, as a citizen, as a Venezuelan citizen, like using DAI or living a DeFi ecosystem has literally changed my life, the way I live there, and maybe just like easy things like buying a pair of shoes, like I don't know, like buying clothes, or even like being able to work and to actually live there, you know?
Wow.
It's really different.
That's awesome to hear. I mean, I'm glad that DAI is actually banking some people that, you know, can get access to either banks that are reliable, like us Americans who are spoiled, or the fact that you guys have to deal with a lot of inflation, right? Even though right now the whole world is dealing with inflation, but what are some
in Venezuela we have inflation with asteroids.
Oh, with what?
With asteroids.
Asteroids?
Yeah.
What is that in Espanol?
With I mean, like, we have huge hyperinflation, you know?
Oh,
hyperinflation.
Got it, hyperinflation.
Hyperinflation, yeah.
¿Cómo se dice en español hyperinflation?
Hiperinflación.
Hiperinflación.
Hyperinflation, yeah.
That's quite the word, man, but yeah, it's bad. So what are the things you guys are going to be doing in the near future with Latin America? You guys doing a lot more ambassador work, like in Argentina, Colombia, like Peru, any of those countries?
Yeah, we're working on like grow the scope of the program, but like the next step would be not just only community, but developers community. I mean, not user community or DAI user or Maker user community, but developers community, and also like maybe participate more in things like governance, like proposals, like another couple of things, just besides like translations and participation on the forum, or you know.
So you guys are going to get more involved in governance?
We are planning to. Right now, we are working on that and how would be the best way to do it. We have like thought a lot about that, and we wanted to do it like the right way.
Wow, that's going to be huge, man. That'd be super awesome to get more, you know, coverage in South America with regards to governance, because I believe the more decentralized MakerDAO can get, the better it has to be, right? So everybody's voice counts in building a decentralized organization. What are you most excited about in this Devcon here in Bogota?
Well, I just I just was in the MakerDAO Ducks workshop. It was really awesome.
The Ducks workshop.
Yeah, from the
Yeah.
with Dennis
With
and,
Dennis, yeah.
and Tiago.
Yeah.
He was also Payton there. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so
it was,
cool.
it was awesome, man. Yeah, it was a great workshop. I wanted to see, of course, all the maker bands, the maker side, maker talks, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to live this experience, you know.
Very cool. And last but not least, what is your favorite food? I heard that arepa is originally from Venezuela. Is that true?
Of course, it is true.
Okay. And you a big fan of arepa?
Yeah. It's not my favorite food, but it's really good.
Very cool, man. Well, look, I hope that the ambassador program continues. I think you guys are doing a lot of great work, and I think that's why the MakerDAO delegates approved it, right? Like, to keep it going and stuff, and hopefully in the near future, you guys can even grow it even beyond what it is today. So, thanks for talking to the MakerDAO community. You heard it here first. Programa de Embajador. Wait, let's show them the back real quick. Yeah. You got to follow their Twitter account. There it is. MakerDAO_lab.
Bye, guys.